Hello you, this is Amidar for the Atari 2600, and as you can see it's a boxed copy, isn't it lovely? It's in really good condition as well. I didn't mean to pick this up. I've been trying to save money to put towards upgrade for the Amiga so I can do WHD load and well, basically I spent far too much over the last 6 months on other systems that I couldn't turn down. Well, if you've been following my channel for a while over the last 6 months, you'll have seen me adding more and more new systems to the list, to the playlists, and yeah, all of them were, well, I can't turn that down. I really need to stop spending money, but I can't turn, that's too good a deal to turn that down and stuff like that. So yeah, absolutely tapped out, and yeah, I just happened to be in my stag for work and had time to kill between jobs. Literally, it was a case of, if I drive back to the office now, I'll just have to turn back around and drive straight back here again. So I might as well just kill time for an hour. And there's a retro game shop in my stag. So I went and had a look. And they had this. I was like, oh, I'm going to have to get that now. I can't leave that there. It wasn't expensive, but it was still trying not to spend money. But I mean, it's in such lovely condition. I mean, I've never been a massive fan of Amidar, but you see a box like that, you can't turn that down, can you? So so there's the box. We have the manual, which is very nice, and it's in colour. I mean, so it tells you all about the scoring and everything. Oh, and then we get in different languages. But yeah, so very nice, not at all dog-eared manual. We get an important note. The colours seen on your TV set may not be identical to those shown in this booklet. This is due to the type of TV receiver used and does not mean your cartridge is faulty. They had to print that in multiple languages. We have registration card for Parker Video Games Club, 28 Newman Street, London, W1E 4JZ, England. Normally put the postcode after that bit, but I would like to join the Parker Video Games Club. Name, full address, country. Please indicate the language in which you would prefer to receive your newsletter. And that's it, so you could send off for a newsletter. And then we get a lovely, lovely booklet of Parker video games, which is also effectively a poster. Oh, blimey, Abbott. The Parker Video Games Club, bit of information there. We've got Spider-Man, Incredible Hulk, Action Force, Q*bert. I think I've done Q*bert, haven't I? I can't remember. I know I've done Hexbert. Star Wars The Empire Strikes Back. Some people enjoying Frogger, is it? Looks like Frogger to me. Popeye. And look, it's even on the back. There's Frogger. Tutankhamun. Not Tutankhamun. I never quite understood why it's just called Tutankhamun. Super Cobra. What's that? Sky Skipper. Is that like Sky... Oh, but God, what was his Sky? Oh, I've completely forgotten the one where you're in a little plane and you're flying from right to left instead, and you've got to pick up the bomb and drop that. Oh, what was that? Sky Kid. Sky Kid. Is that a version of Sky Kid for the 20th? I don't know. Return of the Jedi Game 1. Okay. Amidar, the very game we've got here. James Bond 007. Oh dear, I've played that, emulated, and that's on my James Bond playlist, and that was quite bad. If I remember, was that the one that was the Moon Patrol type one? In which case there were actually worse ones. But Jedi Arena. Not sure my arm will reach much further at this rate. We got Return of the Jedi Game 2, and Lord of the Rings. I never even knew there was a Lord of the Rings game on 2600. Apparently it's an adventure game in which the players can relive the adventures of getting Frodo from his home in the Shire to the door at Moria. Constant choices and paths face the player as he picks his way, avoiding the Black Riders. Okay. If that ever came out, because it said to be released winter 1983. Let's try and get this folded back up again, all nice and neat like. So yeah, lovely Lovely booklet come poster sort of advertising stuff there. And here's the meat of the meal. Even comes in a little cardboard stand thing. Ooh, sort of. And you ooh, well, you're supposed to slide it out from the top, aren't you? But like that. But it's even still spring-loaded inside. So absolutely lovely condition. So I couldn't turn that down. Let's put these back in the box and put that to one side. And yeah, there's the cartridge. And isn't it a lovely cartridge? A little worn here and there on the label, but that's really nice. I really like that. Parker Brothers embossed on the back there. It's one of these funky shaped ones. So let's plug it in and hope it works, eh? Because I've not tried this yet. Here we go. Hey! Yeah, it does look like rubbish, doesn't it? Let's zoom in so you can see. Yeah, okay. Oh, we get set. Oh, what? We actually. Oh, I'm going to hit reset then. Reset. I am this thingy over on the right hand side, and you've got to colour in squares. Ooh. Damn. If I remember correctly, colouring in the corners. Come on, can we start? Oh yes, you have got a. If you press fire, you've got a temporary reprieve from the bag, because I don't know how many you've got. There we go. Oh, it's only a second or so. Ooh. Yeah, there's something about getting the corners. Damn, I ran out of. I've only got a limited amount of those per life then. Okay. Ooh, there we go. Ooh. Let's see if we can get these corners. Or is that tempting fate too much? There's probably a method to learning how they move. They don't always seem to take a turning. I thought there was something about whenever they hit a turning, they will always. Ooh, oh right, now they turn into things that I can get. There we go. Wonder how long. Oh, they've changed already, and have more appeared. I do not know. Ooh. So sometimes they won't come for you. They will duck down behind them. Right. No. Phew. Does feel a little kind of slow pedestrian, maybe. Having to push all the time for. Ooh. I've been able to get away with not wasting that one, but there we go. Maybe it's the spongy old joystick. Maybe if I was using a micro-switched joystick it would feel a bit more precise. Oh damn. Can I complete one screen, or is that the end? That's the end. I've got to have to do it again, aren't I? Let's flick these difficulty switches. Let's see what that's going to make any difference at all. I do not know. Ooh. Ooh. Ooh, they're right on me. Well, not too bad that. Let's just see if we can do the outside edge first. So I forgot until the last second that yeah, I have got a defence against them, haven't I? There we go. And let's. I'll see if I can do an entire line. And ooh, shoo. Where are you going to go? You're going to go that way, right? Let's see if we can get our way down to the bottom down here. Ooh. Where are you going to go? Where are you going to go? Where am I going up that way for? This is where I want. Actually, let's wait until they're a bit nearer and then set that off perhaps. Let's do some of these in the meantime. Look at me, I'm thinking tactically. What's happened to me? Ooh. Right, there's a few more around here now, aren't there? Oh heck. Phew. Yes, that's it. Ooh. I am kind of wasting time when I could have been getting bonuses from killing them, but it's power pill on Pac-Man, isn't it? Effectively. I'm using that for a bit of breathing space to see if I can do the screen. Oh, where are they going to go? Oh, where are you going to go? Because I'm desperate to see what the second level is going to be like, because then instead of whatever these things are meant to be, I think this is meant to be a man and sort of, yeah, now we're a paint roller versus pigs. I think that was a man versus sort of jungle savages, wasn't it, before? And now we're, I mean, it makes about as much sense as anything else, I suppose, really, doesn't it? Forgot about the fire button, didn't? Oh, and the fire button didn't really last very long there at all, did it? Oh, this feels sometimes like surely I've reached the end there, and you haven't. It's a little frustrating like that at times. Damn, did press fire. Honestly, I did. Come on, come on, come on. Thank you. Oh. Come on, come on. Oh no, I died, so that's that. Well, there we go. Yeah, that's the thing. I was never on the lookout for a copy of Amidar. Because I've never really been that hot on it. I've always preferred stuff like Kicks or Rollerball on the 64, like the version I had as a kid. But you know, thought Amidar in a lovely box like this. Well, I can't walk out of a shop and not have that because it wasn't that expensive either. So no, it's the usual sort of place. You go into one of these retro shops and you go, oh look, there's a load of PlayStation 2 games, and a lot of toys and things. You go, yeah, okay, I've kind of got enough toys, unless there's anything that really makes me go, oh, I have no need to buy new toys. But then at the back of the shop, I saw that there were Atari 2600 games, and what else was there? There were some other little cartridges, I can't remember. No Atari Lynx, unfortunately, but Game Boy and stuff like that, and the usual, oh, here's a boxed NES or boxed SNES for £100, £150. Like, no, thank you. Nice though they are, I have no need of that. But then, as I was looking through displays, like, oh god, there's a boxed 2600 game and it's not expensive. I'm going to have to bring that home with me, aren't I? So yeah. Game wise, not not so great. Packaging, lovely. There's something wrong with me there, isn't there? No, you buy games to play, Rob. Why are you doing? Because it's an investment. A good quality game will always keep it. No, it won't. No, it won't. No. It's because it's nice and it looks nice and it makes me happy, and that's the important thing, isn't it? So, and to be honest, if a game comes in a box and the box makes you happier than playing the actual game, well, that means that whenever you don't have to fire a system up in order to play the game and go, oh yeah, I love this game. I mean, what if it's like Great Guiana Sisters, where you look at the case and you just go, God, that's terrible, isn't it? When you're playing the game, it's brilliant, but you can't always play the game. Whereas you can always pop your head into a game, well, I can pop my head into the games room and go, ah, yes, there we go. And it was something like this on the shelf, you go, nice. And maybe your brain ignores the fact that the game itself isn't that great. Maybe I should play it with a better joystick. I could be damning it when it's not its own fault. I just happen to be using the joysticks that it recommends. Can we see that? Can we? That's going to be all horribly blurred. But you know, I am using the joystick that it recommends. You can't see that, can you? Even though it's lit up. Yeah, it's the same type of joystick. You know the one I mean. Yeah. So that's Amidar for the Atari 2600. I don't regret buying it. I just kind of wish I hadn't. No, I very much like it. It's nice to get games that are, I mean, what's this, 1982? God, let's just say 40 something, and leave it at some. I can't do maths at the moment. Yeah, when you get a 40-year-old game that's in condition as good as this, and it didn't cost you an arm and a leg to buy it either, then yeah, that's got to be good. It can go on the shelf with my other box 2600 games and look lovely, and that's what it's all about, really, isn't it? So that you've got a shelf of things that you go, ah, that's nice, as opposed to just a list of ROMs. There is a logic there somewhere. Do tell me if it's mental and wrong. No doubt people will. Also, do tell me if it's not mental and it's perfectly fine. And as Mr. Jason Arnott says, embrace your obsession. So that's what I'm doing. So that's fine. Yes. Anyway, so that's Amidar, a game that I'm not that bothered about, but came in a lovely box. So that's okay then. I don't know. I really don't know. Can you tell? This one has confused me. Yeah. But like I said, can't turn it down. If it was any of the other 2600 games that I got that was in a box, it's a box in good condition. Even though I say it like that, I'm aware it's a bit wrong, isn't it? It's not quite right. Especially seeing as I have limited space in here now. And so for me to buy more games and try and shove them onto a shelf, but I'm not a shelf filler. I'm not someone who buys things just to put things on shelves and go, doesn't that look lovely there? I followed people on YouTube like that and it irritated the hell out of me. And I stopped following them because all it turned out to be was, look at these latest pickups that I've got. And then they put them on a shelf and that'd be that. And I never saw them doing any game videos. And I found that really irritating. It's like, why are you buying games? And now here I am. Well, to be honest, I'm buying you. I am showing you the game. I am playing the game. Turns out I'm not that fascinated, so it probably will live on the shelf. But it could have been a great box and a great game that I will. It's like if I'd picked up Beam Rider boxed, that wouldn't have spent much time in the box. That'd have been outside the box and been played a lot, I suspect. But yeah, there's something about. Maybe it's because it's in good condition, and if I do ever get bored with it, I could probably swap it for something else that I like more. And someone else probably would really, really like this. There's probably big fans for Amidar, aren't there? But yeah, maybe I'm not a big fan of the 2600 version of Amidar. That said, there are worse games on the 2600. So, you know, it's a C quality game, perhaps you could say. I'm not getting into ratings because they're a terrible thing, really, aren't they? But you know, it's okay. There's plenty worse on the Atari 2600. And if you saw a copy in a box like this, you'd probably pick this one up as well, wouldn't you? Yeah. Just nod your head and agree with me. That's all I need. Just yeah. But yeah. Anyway, time to move on to something else. Something slightly less confusing than an average game in a lovely box. Because that's just caused a major disconnect in my brain, hasn't it? I'm struggling to get my head around that one. But I'll survive, I'm sure. Time to move on to something else on the 2600, I think, though I'm not sure what at the moment. Maybe something in a nice box, or maybe not in a box at all. I've got a fair mix of the two. But yeah, that's Amidar on the Atari 2600. I hope you enjoyed watching. I'll catch you on the next one, maybe. Ta-ta.